Hey everybody, welcome back. I am so thankful that you are here, but I'm also thankful for turkeys. Yes, that's right. Today is going to be devoted to our wonderful turkey friend, and some are created from Dollar Tree and one is created from Target. So let's sit back and let's be thankful for turkeys. Hey everybody, I'm Soozie and this is Soozie's Stuff. Welcome to station KDIY Channel 146. I'm so happy you're here. I would love it if you'd click and subscribe and then click the bell to be notified when I upload a new episode. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up or even a comment. So don't touch that dial. Let's go make some stuff. And to start things off, let's make a chunky slat turkey. These chunky slats came from Dollar Tree. I got 5 of them. And then you need some kind of round something. And this one was left over from Thanksgiving, and all the Christmas stuff is out, but I just cannot skip Thanksgiving. So I just found this round and I cut it in half. And now I'm just placing all of my slats just wherever I feel like that they are separated equally, and then we're going to hot glue them on. I am one that doesn't really measure a lot. I kind of eyeball it, and sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes it's not, but that's just the way I am, and I just am going to now hot glue the other side on. And this is great because it is an instant stand. It stands up perfectly and very, very sturdy. So I love that. Now, what I'm going to do is I was thinking in my mind, I just want to stain it. And I didn't want to get out my wax paint. So I just took some of this brown paint and watered it down. And as I was putting it on, I'm like, I am not going to like this. I know I'm not going to like it. And right now, I don't like it. So I was just like, what am I thinking? One of my favorite colors of all is hazelnut. And so I'm like, I need to use my hazelnut. Why not? I love this color. So I get that on and I do a quick 2 coats. I let the coat before dry. After, I pull out my white chalk paint, and now we're going to make it all rustic and weathered looking. I love these 2 colors together. Hazelnut Waverly and white Waverly chalk paint. Isn't that gorgeous? That came out beautiful. Yes, and as you can see, I am quite happy about the results. I love it. It came out great. So now I'm using a wooden spoon for the head, and I got this spoon for $1 at Dollar General. I couldn't find any at Dollar Tree, but Dollar General was right there. So I kind of cut it sideways because I didn't like that straight on look. I just kind of I like him because he's kind of like maybe tilting his head. And so I really like that. I had a little bit of leather to create his beak, and that's all I'm doing for his face. You may want to, add some eyes or whatever. I just wanted him to be very subtle, very just not much to him because I wanted really the words to pop out. These wooden letters, I think I've shared them before, I've used them a lot, is that they're from Amazon, and I will link that below because you have to have this in your stash. These letters are beautiful, and you can add any letters that you like. And you might be saying, he looks a little scarce. His feathers aren't real full. Well, no problem at all, because what I did was grab my wheat that I purchased at Hobby Lobby on sale right now, and look how full and beautiful that came out. It's actually sitting on my mantle right now. You could also add any of your other fall florals that you have. That one on the left, it didn't really go, but I kind of ran out of the other ones. But you get the general idea there. You can also add some of those long, skinny pine cones or regular pine cones, whatever your heart desires on this piece. I also added some sticks, and I was also thinking you could get the family involved and maybe add some popsicle sticks on the table, and people could write what they're thankful for and add it in there as well. I love these lamb's ear pieces. Those are from Walmart. Great deal on that. And then my final decision was the lamb's ear and the wheat. I love those two together. It's actually sitting on my mantle right now. I love how this turned out. And it is so customizable. You can do anything you like with it. Even sticks make this piece really beautiful. So think about it. What would you add to the tails? I love it. So I hope you're going to be able to make yours today. And our next turkey project today is the wooden bead turkey. I'm starting out with 2 more rounds, any rounds that you can find. This is one left over from spring, and then I didn't have one that matched it, but that's okay. Just something to cover up the back. I'm using some skewers that I already cut off about a couple of inches. And I was going to use this little mini crate thingy, but I didn't actually use it. And you're also going to need some wooden beads. Now, what I'm going to do is just use this round. I just really quickly gave it a good once over with some sandpaper. And that little piece there was supposed to be used in another project, but I didn't use it. And I'm just going to, once again, eye all my skewers in a pattern that looks good for a turkey tail. I glue them on. And once that's done, I just hot glue the other little circle right on back, and I was thinking, why do I need that? Well, I just did it to give it a little extra, security there. And then now is the fun part. I'm just going to add 5 little wooden beads to each tail feather, and I just hot glue the last one on. And then I'll just cut off all of the excess. And that was really fun. Loved it. Went super fast. And we are ready to add the face. And I'm just adding the end of a paint stick that I had left over. I just cut it off and then sort of rounded it on the bottom to where it's flush with the round circle. Used a little tower block to sort of raise it up and give it a 3D effect, and got that hot glued on. So I thought I was going to use this little crate, and I decided, nope, I'm going to make his little stand out of the tower blocks from Dollar Tree. And so I just kind of made a little makeshift stand. You can't really see right here, but I'll show you in just a second when I get it all glued. Here it is. I used a couple of little cubes, just made it to where it would stand up and then poke out his little feet. So it worked out great, and it is quite sturdy. So the next thing I do is I wanted a simple face again, not really a traditional turkey face. So I had these wooden keys that I got at Dollar Tree. They're usually over by the stickers, and I thought, that kind of looks like a little waddle maybe. And so I cut off the little extra piece there and then put it on. I really like it. It's kind of, maybe abstract-ish looking. And then I took it outside and spray painted it white. And I used all the rest of my white spray paint. And so I'm going back and filling in with my white chalk paint some of the little pieces or spots that I missed. And here he is in all his glory, just plain white, nothing added to him. I really, really like that. And he just is strutting his feathers so proudly. I love how it turned out, and it was so simple to do. But I thought, I added some gray paint to just kind of washed it over and sandpapered it all down, and I really love this rustic look as well. So what do you think? All white or the added gray for the rustic feel? Let me know down below. And while you're typing down below, here is my question for the day. So, when do you start decorating for Christmas? We always decorated on the day of Thanksgiving or the next day on Black Friday. We'd never go to the stores. We would always decorate, and I just can't skip over Thanksgiving. I love it. I still hold on to fall. It's just so beautiful. And I hope that you're enjoying these turkeys and that you are ready to make yours. So let me know in your comments down below, when do you start decorating for Christmas? And my next project is called Turkey Box. And this one I actually did last year when I was just getting started on YouTube. It's so funny. Look at my little background. So anyway, I got these little wooden turkey boxes. They have tons of them out right now. They have acorns. They have acorn. Is it acorn? And they have owls and I think they have Christmas trees out too, maybe a snowman. And I also have these little wooden pumpkins. So that's going to go right on the front. And you could see there, I did paint that with some plaster paint, some plaster colored Waverly chalk paint. And then these are little itty bitty mini acorns. And so those are going on as the feathers. And just like that, we're complete. I love it. I love the sort of 3D effect that the pumpkins are sitting right in front of him. But one added little touch, we're going to add some greenery in there. It just pulled it all together. You could add anything you like. You could maybe put this little piece right next to the salt and pepper shaker in your kitchen. Just a little fun project, maybe for the kids or something to do on Thanksgiving. So enjoy making your turkey box, and let's take a look and see what he looks like all finished. At Mr. Turkey, here you are so adorable. And there is his friend, the other colorful turkey, and that little bitty rock that says Happy Fall, that came from Dollar Tree. So grab all your supplies and get to making your turkey box today. Here we go with our next project. It's the tower block turkey. And you guessed it, I'm using tower blocks from Dollar Tree. I'm also using these furniture markers, also from Dollar Tree, over in the hardware section. There's 4 different colored stain colors, and I just took these blocks, sat in front of the TV, and just took the marker and colored all of them to get 4 different types of colors. And this is going to be for the tail. I also used some wooden dowels. They also came from Dollar Tree. And then I have 2 of the circle plaques. They came from Walmart. And I also have a oval one that you'll see here right now, and a giant popsicle stick. So I'm getting ready to make sort of the head of this turkey. I'm cutting a little bit of the popsicle stick off, and then I'm going to round it, and a little bit later you'll see. And then I'm going to just use my hot glue gun to create the face, a couple of eyes, and then a little waddle. And I took all of those pieces outside and I stained them with the Min Wax, and I think it is dark walnut, but you could do it any color you like. You could also make this turkey white. And so again, I'm going to form the tail sticks, and I'm just going to be hot gluing those on. And like the previous one, I'm doing the same thing. I just hot glue them on, and then I put the other circle on top to give it some support and keep it all intact. Watching this video, it cracks me up because last year when I was just getting started on my channel, I had my camera kind of sitting on the table, and I bumped it a lot. So I crack up when I see that. I don't do that anymore. So learn a lot when you're making these videos. So now I'm taking my tower blocks and I'm just hot gluing them on the dowel rods, this way and that way and under and over, and turning it, and it just makes a darling tail for our turkey. I love how the stains are different colors from the markers, and it just came out great. Also, I'm going to be adding the oval piece for his body. And then look at the little mark at the top. I'm laughing because the markers, the furniture markers, I go back and fill that in, and it really helped to cover that up. So I hot glue this little oval on, and then I'm going to hot glue his face from the popsicle stick. And when I added the stain over the hot glue, it just came out like that, kind of white, kind of opaque looking. So I was really pleased at how that turned out. So now I'm just rounding that popsicle stick, cutting it off, and we'll get that hot glued on. And once again, I am making a little makeshift stand with his feet poking out. This time I used 2 of the tower blocks. I'm getting to be pretty much of an expert on this. And so you just kind of hot glue those underneath and they stick out. I kind of turn it as you kind of play with it. You'll see which way it needs to go for him to stand up. And so I kind of made it into a V shape. And it came out so cute. Look at him. How darling is he? With his beautiful tail feathers by using those tower blocks. I love it. Tell me what you think. And I also love that I used his face just with some hot glue. I love it. Such a good memory looking at this and thinking about last year when I was getting started. I was so happy with this piece, and I hope you love it too. And for our last project today is called Target Turkey. And you guessed it, I got this beautiful wooden turkey at Target. But we're going to jazz him up a little bit. I've got some gingham ribbon that I picked up at Michael's. And I'm also using these sticks and a printed out word grateful. Those sticks I got on Amazon. I don't know why I ordered them because there's so many sticks outside, but I did. Anyway, I got some sandpaper and just roughed it up a little bit and gave it a rustic feel. I love him. He was so cute. I think he was $3. So all I'm going to do is, yes, that's right, he was $3. So all I'm going to do is just use a ton of hot glue. Just get it all on there, and then I'm going to lay all the sticks out and make his tail. This is a great project for your kids. Just have them go outside and grab a bunch of sticks and grab some turkeys at Walmart or any turkey that you might have, and just add those sticks on there for a beautiful tail. And this is so much fun. I just am adding a second layer on there. I had sticks left over, and so I'm just adding that on there so his tail is nice and full. And then I grabbed my gold Sharpie pen, practiced the word grateful as best that I could. I don't have a Cricut. I do want one someday. We'll have to talk about that a little bit later. But I just wrote it on there, and just I love how it turned out. Some of that homemade writing is really pretty as well. Don't be afraid. Give it a try and see what you can come up with. And now for the last little touch, I used the gingham bow. The little, it's kind of a neutral color. I love that. You can add any color that you like. And we added that on him, and he is ready to go and shine on Thanksgiving. Look how cute he is. I love him. And here he is. He is so cute, but I just realized he's sitting on a chopping block. Sorry, Mr. Turkey. No, I wouldn't chop your head off. You are super cute. Make your Target turkey today. Thanks for tuning in today for my Thankful for Turkeys episode. I enjoyed creating all of these for you, and I hope I've inspired you to come up with some of your own turkey ideas. I would love to know what you did, so give me a shout out over on Instagram at Soozie Stuff. I would love to hear from you and see a picture of your own. I'm so grateful that you tuned in today, and I hope that you tune in next week. I'm changing it up a little bit. Tuesdays will be my full DIY episode, and stay tuned on Wednesdays for my 60-second DIY. So thanks for joining me on Soozie's Stuff, KDIY Channel 146. Bye, everybody.